say the question again?
I'll rephrase. Mr. Copeland, isn't it true that you know Sterling Hobbs' password at HOPCO to the EHOP system?
Your Honor, who is Sterling Hobbs?
Your Honor, the witness has already testified that Sterling Hobbs is an employee and a co-worker at HOPCO and a person with whom he is rather close, I believe was his description.
Sterling Hobbs.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's the pound.
All right, Sterling Hobbs. Isn't it true that you can't, I have a job. Isn't it true, Mr. Copeland, that you have knowledge of Sterling Hobbs' password to the EHOP
Sterling
system?
Hobbs.
What the hell is his name?
Hobby.
Hobby.
Sterling Hobby.
Like Hobby Lobby.
Campbell Copeland.
Yes.
You know that HOPCO employees share their passwords on the EHOP system, don't you?
You do.
Yes.
And in fact, why don't you agree to that? And in
Ah.
fact,
Isn't that leading?
Damn, George.
Because I told him.
No, because they told me right here.
I can leave, that's all I should do.
Wait, what the hell did I do?
And in fact, Mr. Copeland, you know some of your coworkers' passwords, don't you?
Oh, Pedal Bear approves.
Haven't you testified previously in this case? Didn't you sign a sworn affidavit in this case?
Yes.
And in that sworn testimony, didn't you state, I know Sterling Hobbs' password to the EHOP system?
I can't remember. It's been quite a while.
Okay. Permission to approach?
Granted. Make granted.
Permission denied.
Pretend like this is the
Council full of girls.
Mr.
Shush.
Colquitt, I'm showing you what is identified as addendum to fact statement of Campbell Colquitt. Mr. Colquitt, is that your signature at the bottom of that document?
Yes, it is.
And is this in fact the sworn statement that you testified to prior to today's testimony?
Yes, it is.
And in this document, which you swore was the truth, on page number 4, lines 12 through 15, isn't it true that you state that I didn't know anyone else's password except for Sterling's? Didn't you say that?
Yes, I did say that I knew
And so-
Sterling's, but not my fellow
So once
coworkers.
again, Mr. Colquitt, I'll ask you, you have knowledge of another coworker's password at HOPCO, don't you?
Yes, Sterling Hobby's
Right.
login.
So you have shared passwords with a coworker?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Colquitt, isn't it true that you told Sterling Hobby that you had Cialis?
Yes.
And isn't it also true that you never told Sterling that that was a false diagnosis prior to this post going out?
That is true. I didn't get the chance to tell him.
And so, if Sterling Hobby spread that rumor that you had Cialis, Sterling Hobby might have thought it was true at the time. Isn't that true?
I would think so.
Objection, Your Honor, badgering.
That was a terrible question. It was speculation.
Yeah.
It was opinion. It was badgering. It was all. You don't let that kind of question sit out there. Mr. Colquitt, you told people at work that you had Cialis, didn't you?
No.
Really? Isn't it true that you told Sterling Hobby that you had Cialis?
I told Sterling Hobby, but not
And isn't
anyone
it
else.
also true that
Objection,
you...
Your Honor, ask and answer.
Oh, I kind of started over, but that was an objectionable thing. What was I doing? Objection, Your Honor. Can the witness have an opportunity to answer the questions?
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to control his responses to these little things. You guys might be not doing that. Mr. Colquitt, isn't it true that you... I'm starting over a little bit. Isn't it true that you share your passwords? I mean, isn't it true that you told people at work that you had Cialis?
I told Sterling Hobby that I had Cialis.
Exactly. And Sterling Hobby is a coworker at Hopco, correct?
Correct.
And when you told Sterling Hobby that you had this Cialis, you were at the office at the time, were you? Where were you when you told Sterling Hobby that you had Cialis?
I was at home on rest,
And where was Sterling Hobby?
at work.
And you have no idea who Sterling Hobby may or may not have spoken to at work after you told her this news, do you?
No, I don't.
Mr. Colquitt, isn't it true that you have chosen to sue Casey Hogg today because you simply just don't like him?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation? No.
Your Honor, if the witness doesn't like Casey Hogg, I think it's important that the jury knows that.
But that's improper characterization.
Your Honor, it's a question. Either he doesn't like the witness or he does.
Counsel, I'm over here. Don't be looking over there.
It's a terrible question, and you want to kind of break it up, but don't badger it because it's not a bad question. It's not objectionable, actually.
Oh.
The question was, isn't it true that the only reason you're suing the defendant is because you don't like him?
But would that be objectionable? Because
What's the objection?
opinion.
You can say no.
His opinion about why he's suing is relevant. It's a lay opinion, but it's totally relevant. What else? Give me something else.
Cheeseburgers.
I think that's not a question for you to object to. I think that's a question for him to say, no, I'm suing him because he violated the
That's what I'm
law
fixing to say.
and he ruined my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let him do that one.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
and if he doesn't hear it, you make an objection, but then he needs to do it, because it's not really objection. Isn't it true that the only reason that you're suing Casey Hogg today is because you just don't like him?
No, the reason why I'm suing Casey Hogg is because he's posting of the posts that he made that hurt me.
Objection, not responsive. Ignore it when they do that. That just means I don't like what he just said. Don't change your answer. Mr. Colquitt, you've given testimony about exhibits 1 and 2 there in front of you, correct?
Yes, I have.
And in that testimony, you claim that it was Casey Hogg who made these terrible statements about your Cialis' condition. Is that true?
Yes.
Mr. Colquitt, will you turn to exhibit number 1? On exhibit number 1, and the post that says public service announcement dated April 8, 2013, isn't it true that there are 19 separate replies associated with that post?
Yes, there is.
Please turn to exhibit number 2. Mr. Colquitt, you said that you were sick when you returned from vacation, correct?
Yes.
And you went to work before going to the doctor, correct?
No, I went to the doctor before going to work.
So you never came back from vacation and went to work?
Can you repeat?
You testified that you went on vacation, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever go to work again after you came back from vacation?
Yes.
So, in the time that you were returned from vacation and before the time that you left on sick leave, you were at work, correct?
Yes.
And while you were at work, you were feeling ill, correct?
Yes.
And isn't it also true that while you were at work, you appeared to be sick?
Yes.
Turning your attention to exhibit number 2-1. Do you see the statement dated April 8, 2013, 10:17 a.m.?
Yes, I do.
And do you see that that statement says posted by Jasper Hilton?
Yes.
Is Jasper Hilton a Hopco employee?
Yes, he is.
And in that statement, it reads, Colquitt looks really bad, last I saw. Just to be safe, I'm steering clear. Can you imagine working for someone who brought back something as awful as this exclamation mark, question mark. Did I read that correctly, Mr. Colquitt?
Yes, you did.
Have you sued Jasper Hilton for defamation?
No, I have not.
Is there a reason why your attorneys are allowing me to badger you with this objectionable questioning?
That's what I was just.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
because it was too.
You gotta go? Oh, okay.
Bye, Sterling.
I don't get to do
Bye,
that.
Hobbs.
What's your first period?
She's already here.
Miss Pat English.
Oh, hell no. You better
Oh,
leave.
she's
I
at.
don't care that you got it.
What's your second period?
Biology.
Who?
Miss Segovia.
Oh, hell no. I
Hey,
don't know
you
that.
got
Mr.
some.
Govia will probably.
If you can get out.
Just walk out.
Alright, that line of question.
Goodbye.
Is that hearsay or would that be bad?
It's badgering.
It's not here, it's not bad. Well, it could be
It
bad
could be.
because of my tone.
Yeah.
But it's not in fact badgering. What it is hearsay. Now you might get thrown off because you said we just argued.
Bye,
about
Sterling.
hearsay anymore. No,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
yeah, that's just a.
It's
sign.
hearsay without hearsay.
But if we just got past that in order to get the exhibit. But
Yeah.
here's the difference. When you
That
are
would be
arguing
funny,
to
though.
have these exhibits, if I have, if I was Hazen, I
With the
don't
troll
think I
face on the
actually
other
filed-
side.
I think I have it in draft her email. Is that her? Let me talk. Hey, Ms. Hazen.
I'm sorry.
I saw your email and I think I started typing it and then they came and made me do other stuff and it's sitting in the draft in my outbox. So I'm talking to you. Ashley's class is fixed. We sent the note over to the counselor last night and they fixed it this
I
morning.
started having. She was
And
laughing.
for the other
She
young
was
lady,
laugh-
are
she
you
was like-
talking about? I prefer the Is it?
What?
Lisa?
So blurry.
Okay, she's a
What's that?
ninth grader.
Ah.
So that, what we were scrambling for, we took ninth grade names too, but they created
You say
a
text me.
10th grade class.
What does one say?
Because it's the last chance. to
Say
get those
say yes.
kids
Say
in the
hi.
home. I haven't gotten any feedback. Well, I know they're not gonna add another ninth grade class. Our ninth
You want me to
grade
pop your
class
back,
is
Melissa?
Yeah.
So I know that they
Melly.
they added like one student and
Sure.
start, yeah. But
Go like this.
you think we can take another strong action?
That feels good, though.
I think what we're gonna do with all the ninth graders, and they should have actually at least responded to your friend.
That's what Big Rob does to me.
Big
Rob.
Rob.
A separate classroom involved. so that they
Has he ever popped your back?
with the current ninth
Pop
grade
people's
class.
back.
But
In gym, I used to do it every day.
level is
Oh, pop my back.
at. She's one
Should
of
charge
about
them.
20
25 cents.
What's up?
And I know that we can't say, we've got like almost 40 kids in that room.
Fergie.
We all have different parts of the personality. Everyone has a different.
Fergie.
We all need a
What
voice.
about it?
I need to post all of mine.
They won't post from the I sent you the test.
I know, but
All of my videos are on,
Really?